I'm Ben Brooks. I often get asked about online communities, in particular Marsh and how well we're doing. What are KPIs or metrics that would indicate we're successful? How many bloggers do we have, or how many sparks are we getting? How many comments do we have? How many logons? Well, we have 25,000 colleagues, and so sometimes people will say, well, shouldn't we have 25,000 blogs? Well, an important rule to understand is 99-1. Yep, that's 100. 90% of people in an online community typically are what's called lurkers. Actually, recently I was in China and I found out they call them divers there, like they dive underwater and they never come up. These are people that, they log on to a site like Facebook. They'll scroll through the whole thing, they'll look through the photo albums, and they'll look at other people's walls, and then they'll click and log off. Don't say a thing. Now, 9% of people, that's the 90%, 9% of people are passive contributors. So they might get on and look at your photo album on Facebook, and they'll thumbs up and like a photo or put a brief comment in. And they're the folks that they're giving a little contribution. 1% of people are active contributors. Typically only 1% of an online community is an active contributor. They're the kind that are generating the whole photo album. They're blogging, they're creating videos, and they're the folks that everyone is actually talking about their content. So when you think about that online community, very few people are actually contributing from a content generation perspective, but lurking is learning. We like lurkers. Lurkers are learning. They're consuming the content. And the passive contributors are very important because that active contributor, if you keep generating and sharing content, but it's out there in the ether and it's like, is anyone listening? It's really, really disconcerting. And so you need the feedback loop from the passive contributors to say, that's great, or what about this? Have you thought about that? Or a like, anything, to let people know that people are listening, to let people know that there's an audience. Now then I get asked, okay, 99-1, got it. How is Marsh doing? Well, what's really interesting is that 1%, that active contributors, actually, as the last time we measured, was at 2.88%, almost 3 times the average for an online community. But it makes sense to have more active contributors in Marsh. We have colleagues with a wealth of experience. We're a knowledge and intellectual capital-based business. So that 1% we're doing great at, my goal is to get that to 5% of our community is actively contributing blogs and vlogs and sharing what they know about our industry and helping us be more successful with clients. So that's the 99-1 rule on how we're doing at Marsh.